Team, today we're going to be going over the Tanggula X5 Pro IPTV box. I already love the sleek design of this device. However, there are a lot of really cool features that you get with it. So without any further ado, I'm going to get right into this video, show you the good, the bad, and what you can expect if you decide to get this device for yourself. So before I get into all the applications you can expect with this, I'm going to go into the specs of the device itself. So it comes out of the box with 128 gigabytes of storage space. That is a lot of data for this little box right here, which is pretty good for the value it brings and what you're going to be using it for, because you're not really downloading a lot of phone apps or such, but even still, that's a lot of space on the machine itself. And it also comes with the ability to add a SD card, so you can put even more space on it if you so please. It comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty low. 4 gigabytes of RAM is low for this day and age. However, you're not using it as like your phone or anything like that. You're using it as the Android box. So 4 gigabytes of RAM isn't bad for what you're using this device for. That's actually pretty standard on these machines. If you're trying to do like heavy computing power, then you would definitely need more than 4 gigabytes of RAM. But again, that's not what you're using this for. It is not necessary to have a high amount of computing power. You could even run emulation streams on this device without a problem. It has a Wi-Fi that's 2.4 Gs to 5 Gs optionals, Bluetooth capabilities, so many options. So many options you can go for. And connecting devices is as easy as clicking on Bluetooth and selecting it and just running through the process to do so. It's running Android 11.0. It has an HDMI port, AV out, 2 USB ports, one 2.0 and one 3.0, and it also has a RJ45 Ethernet connection. And of course, as you know, I'm an Ethernet type. I always make sure my devices are connected wired. You can also use Wi-Fi. Currently, as for testing purposes, I am using Wi-Fi, and before the end of this tutorial, we're going to run through a quick speed test to see how it's running, how quick it's running. And I cannot show you how smooth it runs because you just can't show I can't show this on YouTube, but I will be posting additional videos on my other pages. Just click the links in the description below and you'll get further tutorials on this as it goes. This is just going to be a quick rundown, but like I said, runs on Wi-Fi perfectly fine, and I'm currently using it on Wi-Fi as I test it out. So from the home page, you got a bunch of options. You have your YouTubes, you have Firefox as your web browser, the Play Store, Google Play Store, and you do come with a few apps here at the bottom. As you can see, I've added a few myself as I've been using it for a little bit, but I'll show you how you can get them into your quick settings in a little bit. And you also have Kodi as well. If you're familiar with how to use Kodi, then this could be a big plus for you, depending if that's your media center. You can use that. However, this box does come with 2 applications that encompass everything that I used to use with Kodi. So I no longer need to use it, and I don't think you do as well. However, if you are a fan of it and you do know repos that work, I suggest you go for it. Why not? But straight out the gate, this is what you're presented with, and it's very sleek, very easy to use. And I'm going to now show you which apps you want to look into and what they can bring to you as terms of value. Okay? So let's get into that. Alright, so as promised, I'm going to show you guys the 2 apps that I think bring you the most value for this box. So with the remote, which is actually pretty cool, it's a pointer, it's a Bluetooth remote. You don't have to use D-pad or anything like that like the other boxes do. This one you just point and click. So we're going to go into apps, and from apps I'm going to scroll down to the TA store. Now the TA store, this is their custom store where you can get the 2 apps that are basically your the bread and butter here. Now I have not tried Netflix or activation in this store. I have not downloaded these 2, nor have I tried them out. I've really only tried out these 2 apps here, and since then I haven't had a need to try anything else. So first off, you're going to want to click on one of these 2 here, the Tars TV or the Tang 22. To start off, we're going to go with Tang TV 22. So I'm going to open that up. It says downloading, but I've already downloaded it and added it to my quick apps here. So I'm going to click on it. This is the Tanggula application. So once that loads up, you're presented with this screen right here. This is their dashboard. Yeah, we're going to cancel that because I tried to re-download it. We're going to you're going to be greeted with this screen here. So this also updates its own. You have the option to refresh here and it'll see if there are any new updates for you. As you can see, I updated this 1 day ago and I haven't had any issues with it. There are a lot of really cool features and a bunch of really good series and movies you can check out. For instance, I'm just going to click on series. And the one thing about Tanggula TV is that this is more of an international application. There are, of course, options for U.S. TV shows, etc. But as you can see, there are more international options. The Spanish series, Portugal, Germany, Hindi, etc. French, and the list goes on and on. I did find it that the Tanggula app, I had to search a little harder for some of the shows that I was looking for because it's so broad and has a bunch of different options to choose from. But we'll talk more about that with the next application I'll show you. However, this right here is the Tanggula TV app. I'm going to go back to their homepage. As you can see, they do have 24/7 options. So if you're having issues, you can't get the stream to run or something of that nature, you can reach out to their support team and they'll be able to assist you to get you back up and running. One of the really cool features I found that this has is here, right on the left side. You see this option? Once you click on it, you have the option to choose a multi-screen layout. So I don't know if you're familiar with like NFL Red Zone or other apps such as that, but you can select 4 different screens that you can play different shows on, and the volume will only play if that actual box is highlighted. Again, I'm going to ask that you follow me on different platforms as I will dive deeper into that. But this is a really cool feature, especially if you're looking forward to sporting events. That's something that it can really just give you the best value there. Outside of that, you have your live TV. This here, you'll have a bunch of different options of categories: USA News, channel history. Sorry, I hit back. USA News, channel history. You have favorites, entertainment, family and kids, a brevity, a huge option of channels to choose from, and they're all broken up into categories, so you don't have to search for every single one. But if you want to, as you can see in all, there are 10,000 plus channels on this application alone. Okay, that's good. That's something else. And so yeah, in addition to that, you also have the option to record your show. So if you miss something, think of TiVo. I don't know if anyone even has that anymore, but but something of that nature. So as I stated before, we're gonna go check out the settings. So inside of the settings here, once I click on it, you have a bunch of different options you could choose from. You have general settings, of course. Inside of general settings, you don't really need to change anything in here, but if you're curious, you can clear cache, which would potentially speed up your device. Unnecessary. I haven't cleared anything, nor have I gone into here to change anything. If you wanted to auto start into this app on boot up, you can make that option. You can click this and it'll do that. But again, I like the dashboard, the main page. You can also set up parental controls if you want to set up some locks on your system. You're able to do so as well. And you can check your speed test. So I am on Wi-Fi. I'm going to start my speed test up and let this thing run for a little bit. Now again, I am on Wi-Fi. I prefer to be on Ethernet, but we'll see how it goes. Even with this connection speed, however, I did not find any slowdown. See, my download speed is somewhere in the 30s. That's pretty average for Wi-Fi. It's not a problem. Not for what you're doing here. It's good news. Well, it's good news. Like I said, I prefer a wired connection every time. Upload speed is probably going to just hit 30. Again, wired connection is the most ideal way to go, but this is also doable. Okay, not the best, but still not too bad. We are going to check out TARS PV app next. The design is similar. However, it does not have the customer service option that you saw on Tanggula TV. As you cycle through the series, you can see that there are fewer options to choose from, and this is the same with movies, but there are still really good choices within these apps. Live TV is exactly just that. There are 1,000 channels to choose from, sorted into categories.
Now, if you select one of these categories, you're shown a channel preview for a little bit, and it gives you more of a TV guide experience. All other features are the same as Tanggula, so there's not much more to go into here. All in all, I give the Tanggula X5 box the solid 10. I've done several reviews of this type of device, and this ranks in my top tier. The remote is sleek and enhances the user experience. In past reviews, I've always felt that I would need to purchase a new remote to replace the one that comes with the device. This, fresh out of the box, is something that you can use without having to worry about doing that, so it's saving yourself extra money and a headache using the D-pad like you have to do on previous designs. The storage space is great as well, allowing you to install games and other apps without worrying about filling up the device's space too much. This is a definite purchase for me. I hope this review was informative for you. You can get one from Tanggula in the link below. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching and have a good day.